Okay, what a thrill ride of an episode and cliffhanger that was. First off, I'm just gonna say I love how this pretty much acted like a trilogy to like what episode 4 started with. Like it started with them capturing or getting Brother Blood from Mother Mayhem from the police station, and they, all of episode 5 was just trying to protect him at Star Labs and failing with him willingly go to Mother Mayhem so his friends would be protected. Something he mentions in this episode. And this whole episode was just him being convinced willingly eventually over time to try to turn into Brother Blood by drinking the cup or the whatever it was, the chalice, whatever it was, and going inside the pool. I also like how the way it was told to convince him was by 3 stories of people that he felt victimized him or did victimize him. And how they, in the end, ended up being 3 of the cult followers for the, the Church of Azarath for Brother Blood's following. So that was a nice little interesting reveal there. I thought it was really cool how showed Connor, how the effect of the snake kind of altered into, kind of showed more of his Lex Luthor persona, to where he decided to be either called Connor or Mr. Luthor, and how his whole satellite plan was apparently a Luthor-based plan. How everything even leading up to the 5-minute window was pretty accurate, and just how he was able to turn the satellites over. It also was an interesting show, again with his Luthor side, how he just kind of acted on impulse the moment he found out where they were when they were trying to hack the system. How he ended up trying to face them off completely despite the plan that the other Titans were trying to figure out. And it ended up failing for him entirely, and the rest of the team members had to go and protect him, especially since they noticed it when Rachel was trying to find her powers and just happened to see him next to where her powers were in the cave, or in the dam, I guess, at this point. And I also think it was pretty cool, props to Beast Boy, how the entire episode showed a really good subplot of him seeing visions of the Red, really giving him visions of the future, and how even somebody the Red possessed somebody to give him a prophecy for later on in the episode, and how he tried grabbing the guy's shoulder again, and it ended up being a completely different person than who he talked to already. And just how that unfolded to how he ended up breaking in, props also to him breaking the crystal or whatever it was that kept Rachel's powers, and how it went inside Rachel, and how she became White Raven's incarnation in this, and to the point that even her powers were, white crystallized, and that just makes it interesting to see what goes on for the next remainder of the season when they come back next year or whenever they do. But props to Beast Boy again, seeing the prophecy unfolding, how apparently the prophecy was leading to how the people would follow him, and he says, "Take me to the Red." And if you notice, when everybody vanishes, he vanishes differently, and he has a red glow around him. So was he the only one that vanished, or did the other Titans vanish with them? Was it the scream of Brother Blood that made everybody else vanish, including him, or excluding him? Is either of these reasons the reason why Beast Boy's actress, the co-writer for the upcoming 7th episode, whenever it does come out, and that's why he's the main character? Does it focus on him solely, or does it focus on him leading the team? That's a curiosity. And also, again, why is the Red trying to communicate to him about this whole blood moon thing? And granted, yeah, the blood moon is red in itself, but is it does this have something to do with the apparent connection I've been saying with Brother Blood and Beast Boy of the Red's trying to communicate, or something between the two of them? Because again, it's still not touched on, but for a good amount of jobs, Sebastian worked with animals. He worked at an aquarium, and he worked at a taxidermy in the beginning of the season. So it's worth mentioning that he's worked with animals, which is something the Red associates with. So. And, blood is a huge part of, animal life, let alone blood life. So it's not that far-fetched to think of what's going to happen. Is Beast Boy going to be a major adversary for Brother Blood? And again, where do the other Titans come in? They surely didn't show us White Raven, which is a huge, big deal for the comic books, and even other variations of adaptations that show White Raven. So it's kind of interesting to see what's going to happen now. Like, but they have to make a comeback or something, and maybe he teleported them all to the tree. We'll see. But I'm definitely curious about that. It was a great episode, and I like how the final shot just showed the pool of blood before it faded to black to show the credits. Like, so that means when we saw the trailer back in October of the hand coming out, that was technically season 4, part 2. So we have still all that to see. We still have him emerging. We still have him and Mother Mayhem being the adversaries now. But like, where is Trigon coming to all this? Is he like saved for the finale, the final 3 episodes? Is some huge game change going to happen immediately? Like, it's very hard to tell. Like, I'm definitely going to rewatch these 6 episodes to see how the pacing was and everything. But with that thing being said, that's my review of episode 6 called Brother Blood. I can't wait to see what else happens in part 2. I'll probably make some videos and theories in between then and now. But with that being said, I'll see you next time in the next video, and have a good one.